Your car's luxury screen can silently erase $7,000 from your savings in one day. If that infotainment unit fails, climate control, cameras, even basic vehicle settings can go dark, and recalls show these failures happen while driving. Today, I'll show you the 13 features most likely to do the same. Engineered liabilities that look premium but behave like ticking time bombs. Stay to the end and you'll know exactly which buttons to disable. Eco mode, start-stop, and the simple habits that can save you $8,000 in engine and transmission repairs before they start. How does a single dead screen take your climate, your cameras, and even your drive modes with it, and empty your wallet overnight? Because that glossy panel isn't just a radio. It's the command hub that routes the air you breathe, the alerts you see, the chimes you hear, and the camera feeds that help you park. HVAC requests travel through that brain. Drive mode changes do too. The screen might look like an app launcher, but it's actually a gatekeeper feeding commands across the car's network. When that brain glitches, strange things vanish at once. Recalls have documented clusters going blank while driving. If the head unit freezes, your defrost may stop responding. Backup camera? Gone. Your speed readout? Also gone. And when the display goes dark, you don't just lose convenience, you lose critical visibility and control in the moment you need it. Here's where costs climb fast. A late model SUV comes in with a dead display module. Seems simple, right? Swap the screen. Except the screen rides on a head unit that stores keys, options, and security certificates. The dealer replaces the entire unit, then reprograms it to your VIN. That means immobilizer handshake, feature coding, and sometimes software downgrades or upgrades to match the car. While that happens, your vehicle sits. Days pass. The tow, diagnostics, and reprogramming stack on top of the hardware cost. Why does one module have so much power? Modern cars rely on CAN and LIN networks to pass messages between dozens of controllers. A corrupted infotainment or cluster module can jam that conversation. Many brands gate the security access for reflashing behind dealer portals. Independent shops can read faults, but without factory credentials, they can't complete the reprogram. So even if the fix is straightforward, you're locked to a service lane with the right login. It gets more annoying. Touchscreen delamination or a bad digitizer looks like a cheap part swap. But when your climate sliders live inside the touchscreen UI, a dead touch layer means no fan speed or temperature control. Replace only the glass and you still face a software lockout if the system flags the mismatch. You pay twice. Once for the physical repair and again for the coding session that actually lets those controls respond. Then come the dependencies. After a head unit or camera-related repair, the 360-degree view often needs recalibration. The system must relearn each lens angle and stitch lines. A DAS alerts read those feeds too, so they also need confirmation. That's more hours on the clock, a dedicated target board, and a tech trained to run the procedure in the right lighting and floor space. Parts availability adds another trap. With long waits, owners try used modules. But used parts bring immobilizer pairing issues and software version mismatches. The car rejects the donor unit, or it works with limited functions, so you return for another attempt. Each visit adds labor, recoding, and more downtime. By the time the bill lands, you see where $5,000 to $7,000 comes from. Hardware is only the start. Coding sessions, immobilizer keys, camera recalibration, labor across multiple days. You can reduce risk though. A quality surge protector on your home outlet helps during trickle charging. Skip cheap aftermarket chargers and USB hubs that cause voltage spikes. Perform periodic soft reboots from the system menu to clear memory leaks before they snowball. If the brain can fail, wait until you see what happens when the car updates itself mid-commute. An over-the-air push doesn't ask whether you're in traffic, on a hill, or about to need reverse, and that timing can turn a normal drive into a no-start. Which premium buttons quietly shorten engine life, stress batteries, and can brick your car without warning? The shiny ones you use every day. They look harmless, But the second a sensor drifts or a module times out, that perk becomes a repair bill. We're talking about 13 upgrades that move basic functions onto fragile electronics. 1 weak link tips over, and you're paying for coding, recalibration, and towing. You don't see the risk on the window sticker because it hides behind acronyms and touch icons that feel modern until they don't. Start-stop is the classic trap. It cycles the engine off at lights, then relights it when you lift your foot. That sounds efficient, but each restart draws heavy current and hits the starter and battery again and again. The car compensates by using an AGM or EFB battery and a reinforced starter. Great, until replacement day. Now the parts cost more, and the system needs coding so the charging profile matches the new battery. Skip an oil change and thermal shock rises on each restart because old oil thins and drains. That adds wear you can't see until it's too late. A real-world bill looks like this. A start-stop sedan throws a battery warning and slow cranking. The shop installs an AGM, not a cheap flooded cell, and the stronger starter that fits this package. Then they register the battery to the car so charging and idle stop logic behave. The total doubles a normal battery job, and you paid extra just to keep the feature that accelerated the wear in the first place. Lane keep assist and adaptive cruise bring their own booby traps. They rely on a clean forward camera, radar, and accurate steering angle. A dusty windshield blocks the camera and the system shuts itself down. Nudge a curb hard enough to tweak alignment and the radar can misread distance, which flags a fault. When it's time to fix it, the bill reflects the stack of dependencies: targets, scan tools, alignment racks, and a tech who can run static and dynamic calibration without guessing. Windshields are no longer just glass either. If your lane camera sits behind smart glass, a small chip can force an OEM-only windshield, then a 2-stage calibration session to bring the camera back into spec. You don't get a quick mobile repair and a wave goodbye. You get parts ordering, controlled lighting, distance charts, and a charge that rivals a mortgage payment. All because the guidance camera lost its clear view. Automatic high beams hitch a ride on that same camera. Dirt, bug splats, fog, or snow cut its confidence and the lights behave badly. When it breaks, you're buying camera diagnostics and sometimes the mount or the module, which isn't cheap. Beyond money, a confused system can blind oncoming drivers on a winding road, and you're the one who gets the ticket. Here's how you push back. Disable Eco Mode and Start-Stop with the console buttons. Turn off auto high beams in the lighting menu. Opt out of OTA where possible and ask for updates during service so failures happen on their equipment, not your driveway. Clean the windshield and camera area weekly. Keep a digital tire gauge and check pressures monthly since low pressure stresses drivetrains and triggers warning cascades. Store key fobs in RF blocking sleeves to reduce wake-ups that drain batteries and confuse modules. You now know which buttons to push off. The last step is protecting your wallet and warranty when something still fails.